Hey guys, welcome to Gulf Premier Sarasota Real Estate Channel. My name is Brent Haggerty and I'm a sales agent brokered with eXp Realty. We all know that we have some basic human needs as human beings that revolve around food, clothing, and shelter. Not going to deny that. Usually this channel is about real estate, and today I'm going to go into something for just about 10 minutes that I think is more important than food, clothing, and shelter. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You decide the answers that work for you. I might insert some opinions that I think maybe you should consider, but the first question that I want to ask you is this: what is the purpose of your life? If you think that your life is about you, I want to encourage you to maybe just stop a minute and think again. What if your life was about a higher power who made a claim that before you were in your mother's womb, he knew you? And while you were in your womb, that mother's womb for 9 months, he claims that he knit you together like a person would take one yarn strand and weave together intricate patterns to make sweaters, mittens, scarves, gloves, and hats. What if there were a higher power that said, you are my workmanship, created to do good works, which I prepared in advance for you to do? Question number 1 I want you to consider is this: what is the purpose of your life? Hey, the second question is not a whole lot different than the first, but the second question is, why am I here? Why questions are the questions on which leaders spend most of their time, energy, and money. If they're running corporations in America, it's the why questions that the leaders focus on. I want you to realize this: no one's going to lead your life better than you can. You're the only person that can lead your life. We spend our time in pursuit of answering who, what, where, when, and how questions, but I want to suggest to you that those questions aren't as important as the whys. What's on my schedule today? What time is that appointment? How long is that meeting scheduled to last? Where are we going for vacation, sweetheart? What's on the plans for this weekend? 4th of July is coming up. What are we going to be doing? How are we going to earn more money, to buy more things, to save more money, to retire earlier before we die? Why are we here? I love what Tony Robbins has to say about why. He says your why should make you cry. What he's really saying is this: your life is about the why. Why is what pulls you out of bed in the morning. Why is what puts your feet on the floor with the anticipation of getting to do something significant, fun, and meaningful. Not just for you, but for someone else. Why is what keeps your moral compass focused on true north. Your why is the reason the people who know you best love you the most and trust you most deeply. If what you are doing is not driven by a very strong why, I'm suggesting to you that you're probably going to easily and often get pulled off course in your life. I believe that deep in the heart of a human being, there's a drive in the eye. There's a lust in the flesh that goes to the very core of our being. It's a boastful pride of life. We want to be right, not wrong. We want to be noticed, not unnoticed. We want to be affirmed, not ignored. Believing in a strong why that says, I'm here on earth not for my own good, but for the good of others. It will keep us from focusing on self-interest, or focusing on self-centered goals. The truth is that the love of money or fame or power is the root of all sorts of evil. What's the purpose of your life? Why are you here on earth? And the third question is this: what are you allowing to fill your mind? What sources of information are guiding your thinking process? I'll guarantee you someone is, over and over and over, The daily news reports, where do you get your news? Social media, is that a driving force in your life? TikTok, Instagram, quotes on Twitter? How many of those sources have an unblemished track record of being that which is good, excellent, noble, praiseworthy, things of good report, things that are only positive, never negative? I suggest to you that none of the things I just mentioned have the possibility of good, excellent, praiseworthy, noble, and things of good report all the time. Head trash in will make you crash, my friend. As a person thinks in their heart, that's what they really are. What kind of company are you hanging with? I'm talking about when you have a choice to be with anyone you want to be with. Who do you choose to be with? Do you realize they're putting values into your mind? They're shaping your very character. Those people that you choose to be with on the weekends, those people that you're hanging out with, honest now. Be honest. Are they moral? Or are they a little immoral? Are they honest all the time? Or are they really as dishonest as they can get away with? Are they shrewd? Are they shady in their business dealings? Or are they straight shooters that tell the truth all the time, even if it's going to cost them some money or some reputation? The people that you hang with are people that are putting stuff into your mind that's shaping your very character inside. Do you realize that the most sold book in all of the world says this: bad company corrupts good character? Take an honest look at the friends that you hang with. Would you like to know what you're really like? Would you really like to know what you're like? I'll tell you 100% how you can get the most accurate picture of the real you. You're going to have to be honest. You take an honest to God evaluation of the people that are closest to you, and the way they really are is exactly the way you are. 3 questions. What's the purpose of your life? Second question, why are you here? Third question, what are you putting into your mind? The information sources of people and things. Fourth question. Would you hire yourself? What I'm really asking is this: do you have integrity? Do you know beyond all shadow of a doubt that you're honest with self and others? If you have integrity, you've got the greatest commodity a human being can own. Do you know where the word integrity comes from? The root word of integrity is integer, and integer is a mathematical term. You remember when we were in first, second, and third grade and the teacher was teaching us how to do math? She told us that each number was an integer. Each integer had a place. So there was a ones integer, and there was a tens integer, and a hundreds integer, and a thousands integer. And the numbers had to remain, the integers had to remain in their place. And if they did, the mathematical problem would work. 1,000 plus 200 plus 30 plus 4 would equal 1,234. But then integers had to stay in the place. Friends, listen. If you don't have integrity, the fact is your words and actions don't line up. And when your words and actions don't line up, you don't have integrity. If you don't have integrity, you are not a good hire, not for self and not for others. You know, and only you can know, if the image you try to portray to others is the real you when others are not around. And if it's not, the most difficult person on the planet that you're going to have to deal with and live with is the real you. Integrity. It means telling the truth all the truth all the time. Hey, let me be real honest with you. I used to be a pastor for 24 years, and I was a missionary in Burkina Faso, West Africa, for 10 years before that, helping people find inner peace in their hearts, the most important thing in my life. Now, I have a wife who's dying. Doctors say that there's not much hope for her over the course of a long time, so I'm trying to sell houses to make a living, to pay my bills and take care of her. But I'm doing that in selling houses, but I tell you this, I would love to be your realtor. I hope you'll call me to do that. But I wanted to stop today and talk to you about this important thing, because I would never want to help you buy or sell a house if I didn't know that when you sat down or laid your head down on the pillow at night inside of that house, you had a deep, deep inner peace of knowing what's the purpose of your life, why you're here, and where you're going after you're no longer here on this earth. So my friend, would you do me a favor? Would you help me grow my business by right now on the count of 3 hitting the subscribe button? 1, 2, 3. Bang! Hit that subscribe button right now. And would you do me another favor? On the count of 3, hit the share button, because you have friends that you can share with. If you hit that share button, they'll all see this, and it'll help my business. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, bang, share. Now, this may be the most important ask I've ever put on a YouTube channel. Would you call me? 908-240-8801 so we can talk about your thoughts on these 4 questions that I asked you today. Hey, in closing, I hope you'll come back, visit me often on Gulf Premier Sarasota Real Estate YouTube channel. But remember this, as the tire spins on the axis, I believe that the best of Florida living and real estate spins right here in Sarasota, Florida. Give me a call, 908-240-8801. I'll look forward to seeing you real soon.